Hello guys, welcome back to Watch Addiction Watch Reviews. Today we're taking a look at a pretty cool new release from AV8. AV8 is one of the Dartmouth brands, so they own Spinnaker and such. And this is their new Flyboy Engineer Automatic, which is really a nice upgrade from some of their previous watches. And in my honest opinion, it's a very well-made watch. We have an automatic NH35 movement in here. And we get a nice engineer style, or I don't know, I would call it an engineer style. Solid end-link bracelet. Very nice, all the goodies, milled clasp and such. And these are about, I believe, 245 pounds. You can get them on pre-order. I will drop a link down in the description below. Also, you can save 20% on any AV8 watch using the code WATCHADDICT at checkout or W820. So you can always do that on any of their models. On my wrist today is the Oceanica Tambour. This is dedicated to the USS Tambour, or I believe it's a Tambour, the submarine, used by the U.S. Navy during World War II. And yeah, just a very cool watch. Yeah, so that's what's on my wrist today. Now, these new AV8 watches feature a nice kind of grainy dial. This is the grainy black dial, and there are a few different variations. I will drop a link to their website in the description below if you want to check out all the iterations, after the video. Anyway, some basic dimensions here. We have a 42mm diameter case. The whole case, by the way, is comprised of solid 316L stainless steel. We have a lug-to-lug distance, which is from here to here, of about 50mm. We have a 22mm lug width. And in terms of case thickness, we're looking at 13.4mm, which is really not that bad for an automatic Flieger style watch, I'd say. Getting closer on into the dial, as you can see, you have nice pilot-styled hands filled with C3 Superluminova, as well as all the numerals going around the dial. The Loom is actually really good on this one. I will get you a Loom shot towards the end of the video. The watch itself, being the style and theme of the watch, obviously is only 50 meters water resistant. We do have a pull and push onion style crown here, which is actually very smooth and easy to operate. And yeah, 50 meters. Basically, you can wash your hands with it. Maybe if you drop it in the water, you'll be okay. Definitely not something to swim with. We do get a genuine Sapphire Crystal with anti-reflective coating. You can definitely see that blue hue, and it really does come into play when you go outside. That blue hue really shines, and it looks pretty nice. Kind of something like Breitling does with their watches. Now, taking a closer look at this bracelet, it actually is really, really nice. It's completely brushed. And as you can see, it's basically articulating, which is really, really nice. So it's very comfortable on the wrist. Also, it can sit flat on the case back, as this link does come over, which is also very nice. We get a signed clasp here with the AV8 logo, a nice milled clasp, which is nice and proper, and then a classic buckle here with 3 micro adjustments. Everything snaps down pretty nice and tidy, so no issues there whatsoever. Taking a look at the case back, I think this watch really stands out with their nice embossed custom case back with the Flyboy pilot. I think that's really cool. It's very detailed, it's very well done. As you can see, the case back is screwed down. We get a glimpse. This bracelet does contain solid end links as well. Just some basic specifications there, but I think that's really cool, that Flyboy guy. I think that's just really cool. Anyway, the finishing on the actual case of the watch is all brushed, as you can see here. There are no sharp edges or anything like that, which is nice. There are little hints of polishing on tops of the lugs, just for a nice little pop there on top of the lugs. On a pretty much all brushed watch there, as you can see. We do get the bullseye for the RAF, as you can see here, on the crown itself, but the brushing is very good. Vertical brushed here, obviously, and it's very good. It's very good. It matches the bracelet very nicely. As I said, the bracelet is also very comfortable. It is using pins, but yeah, no issues there at this price point. And the Loom. So the Loom, well, let's get to the movement first, right? So this watch is using the NH35. Most of you guys know this movement in and out already. Hacking, hand winding, beats at 3 Hertz. As you can see, the second hand is tinted in the orange kind of reddish color. Nice little bullseye on the end there. I think that looks pretty cool. AV8 is printed, then automatic Flyboy down here. This color does match the automatic color, which is pretty cool. 24-hour subdial on the inner portion of the dial, and then of course you get your reference triangle over here at 12, which is marked 0 like most classic Flieger watches. So the NH35, the self-winding is actually really, really smooth. I was really surprised by that. We get one position, we get a quick set date, matching date window as well. Final position, we can hack the watch and set the time here. Very legible watch, I must say. It is definitely a very legible watch. You can pretty much read the time at a glance on this thing, which I really do appreciate. And you kind of have to have that with the Flieger watch, and they definitely knocked it out of the park in that aspect. And getting to the Loom and on my wrist now. So I have a 6.5-inch wrist. This watch is 42 millimeters, 50 lug to lug. Let's see how it sits on my wrist. There she is on my 6.5-inch wrist, and it just fits about across my wrist perfectly, I'd say. It rides nice and flat on the wrist. The bracelet curves nicely to your wrist, as you can see there. I removed 3 links. My wrist is 6.5 inches, so 8 and up you should be good to go. As you can see, very legible dial, even at, the slightest angle where you can barely see it, you can still read the time there. But I must say, this bracelet is very well made. I do appreciate this bracelet. The old Aviates used to come on only straps, but now they're incorporating bracelets, which is very nice. And the prices haven't really shot up that much. So I think this is really one of Aviate's best watches so far, and probably their best buy. Getting to the Loom now, as you can see, everything is nicely lit. The hands are definitely really bold and legible. All the numerals, the triangle at reference at 12 is lit, and all the hour markers as well. It's a pretty good Loom. I believe it's some type of C3 Super Luminova, and it does last quite a good amount of time. I think it's definitely sufficient for this style and price range. So there you have it, my friends. This is the new Aviate Flyboy Automatic. What do I think of this watch? When I first unboxed this watch, by the way, it comes in your standard box, and there is an option for a free Horween leather strap if you pre-order the watch, so definitely keep that in mind. What did I first think of this watch? My first impressions were very, very good. I think it's a very good watch, for the price. I think you're getting a nice bracelet, which is very well made. You're getting a great case finishing. As you can see, the finishing is very, very good, as well as on the bracelet. So they didn't really skimp out on anything here. And you're getting the NH35 dome sapphire crystal anti-reflective coating, decent Loom. I mean, what more can you really ask for on a Flieger style watch? And it has that beautiful embossed case back here, as you can see, which is really nice and definitely raised, as you can see there, which is not cheap to do. So overall, I think it's a very decent watch to add to the collection for something every day. You can definitely dress it up or dress it down. You can definitely throw this thing on a bunch of different straps, NATO straps, fabric straps, canvas straps, you name it, or even a rubber strap if you probably wanted to, like a Barton's. But anyway, I think it's a decent buy. There are no quality control issues with the watch. Everything is pretty much up to par. And yeah, let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. As usual, this is Watch Addiction Watch Reviews with new Aviate Flyboy Automatic Engineer. And I will see you guys on the next one. Definitely leave me a comment, throw me a like, and definitely hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. I'll see you guys real soon. Bye.